Alright, so what we have here are two examples of the Bosphorus Philly rides, and you're going to see a bit of that up next. So basically, the drum shop in Philadelphia, phillydrum.com, you can check them out, teamed up with Bosphorus to make this Philly ride, to design this Philly ride to commemorate Philly Joe Jones, and I think that's a really cool thing that they did. We didn't weigh them, and there is no weight underneath. Thanks, Bosphorus. But I weighed it with my hands because it's one of my secret superpowers. I weigh stuff. I've guessed that this is about 1516 in weight. So that's 1,500 grams, something like that. And this is leaning towards the 17 to 19. I know that's like 200 grams, but you know, I'm a bit ill, so the weighing feature in my body doesn't quite work to standard. It's absolute tosh. But I'm guessing this is nearer 2. I'm guessing this is nearer 1.5, something like that. This one is very bright, but incidentally has a darker bell, even though the bell's the same size. And this one is fairly dark and has a significantly brighter bell than this one. Who would have thought? And it has a dark patina reminiscent of the old Zildjian case, as do the 20th anniversary. So don't get it confused with the 20th anniversary model that Bosphorus have already come out with. This is all to itself. To be honest, if I was to compare it in colour, it would be a bit darker than the 20th anniversary, albeit the 20th anniversary in comparison has a slightly greenish hue to it. This one has a slightly reddish sort of patina on it, slight reddish brown kind of thing going on, as opposed to the 20th anniversary. Very thin in comparison to 20th anniversary rides across the board, and very buttery attack, but at the same time quite a bit of definition on that. I'm using some SD2s, that's my stick, you know, SD2 maples, so that connects pretty well with a stick like a cymbal like this in terms of the way that it responds. It's got quite a hollow sort of tone, so it's not kind of like in your face, as opposed to using, you know, a hickory stick of the same, you know, kind of bead size or whatever. But all in all, very, very playful. The fact that it's got one rivet in it, to be honest, is more than enough for someone like me. I'm not a jazzer by any sense of the word. I just blag it. So, you know, one rivet, that'll do. Any more than that for me is overkill. But it works very, very well with this ride. Because the ride already has a beautiful shimmer to it and a lot of nice sustain. What accentuates that kind of butteriness with that shimmer of the actual rivet itself. These are very small rivets as opposed to the ones that they used to provide. You can hear it. There you go. So quite a high-pitched. I believe they're, let me not guess, but they're metal rivets. And yeah, they do a good job of just bringing something else to the cymbal without kind of overpowering it with shimmer. the previous iterations have come and gone quite quickly. We've had them come in the shop, and by the time we come around to do the video, it's like, oh, let's do Philly rides. And it's gone. The bellies on both of them, like I said, they vary. They'll never be the same based on any two cymbals that are made. That is the way of Bosphorus. So if you're looking for the exact same sounds, by the time you see this video, you better hope these cymbals are in, because it won't sound exactly like that, depending on which one you get. Every cymbal that pops out is different, but they try and maintain an overall tone and sound that is reminiscent of that Philly Joe Jones kind of feel and tone of a ride cymbal. So they've done that quite well. When I say quite well, I'm being pretty, diplomatic there, but it sounds actually amazing. It's really, really buttery under the stick. Great bell. It's not like a solid bell, as it were, but there's enough for you to get a good tone out of it. It's not like a heavy. I don't believe they've made a heavy bell to go with this cymbal. So if you're expecting to be able to do rock with that, this is not really the one, to be honest. But I managed to, while I was messing around with it, find a sweet spot that worked for me on this stick, because the shoulder's quite high up on this stick, and the tape is quite short. So I know that even if I'm getting it right up here, I'm getting a really good tone out of the bell. And as you can hear, the heavier one, it does come out quite a bit more. It's quite a bit more definition, but this one's a bit more playful, even though it's a lower tone. So, you got the best of both worlds here, and depending on which Philly ride you get, obviously do remember that with Bosphorus you can actually order different weights. So if you have an approximate weight that you think would work, don't hesitate to message the shop. Ask the guys in the shop to weigh it for you, which I'm sure they will be happy to do, and just tell them, you want this one or that one. But they did well to embody the kind of flavour of how he played back then, and produced a cymbal that I believe if he was alive today, he may look at that and say, yo man, it's a pretty nice cymbal there. Something like that. So, thanks for watching. We hope you like what you've seen here. Hope it's been somewhat informative. I hope I've been descriptive as possible with the little information I have about these cymbals, because we do try. But let us know what you think. Does this work in your setup? Or do you think this would work in your setup? Have you tried out one before, and how did it work for you on the kit that you played it on? Let us know what you think. Unless you're a troll called Ryan from Boston, Massachusetts. Take care. Bye.